Imagine looking up at the night sky and realizing someone out there is trying to talk to us, not with lasers, not with weapons, but with something far more dangerous: diplomacy. What if the first contact between humanity and an alien civilization didn't begin with war, but with a message carried across the stars, asking us to negotiate? Tonight on Stars of Terra, we explore a story about patience, power, and the fragile art of peace. This is Diplomacy by Starlight.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Stars of Terra. Today's video topic is Diplomacy by Starlight. Space is vast, so vast that even light takes years, sometimes centuries to cross it. Most of human histories, the idea of meeting another intelligent species was just science fiction. Books, movies, dreams. But imagine this scenario. So let's get started.
Humanity has finally reached the stars. Our ships move between solar systems. Our colonies glow across distant worlds, and one quiet night, deep space receivers pick up something impossible, a signal, not random, not natural, a message. But the most surprising part? It isn't a threat, it's an invitation. The signal arrived from a star system 60 light years away. Astronomers first thought it was background noise, then patterns appeared, repeating structures, mathematical sequences, prime numbers, geometry, the universal language of intelligence. Within hours, every major observatory on Earth confirmed it. We were not alone. The message wasn't long. In fact, it was incredibly simple. Translated, it said, "We see you. We acknowledge your expansion. Let us talk before misunderstanding becomes war." That line alone changed everything, because whoever sent the signal knew something about us. They knew humanity had started spreading into space. They knew conflict was possible, and they wanted to avoid it. Governments argued. Immediately, some leaders demanded silence. "Don't respond," they said. "We don't know their intentions." Others disagreed. If they wanted war, they wouldn't start with diplomacy. Scientists pushed for communication. Military commanders demanded caution. For weeks, the debate consumed Earth. Finally, humanity made a decision. We would answer, but not with politicians, not with soldiers. Instead, humanity chose something unexpected: a diplomatic fleet, 3 ships, 1 ambassador, and a message carried across the stars. The fleet launched from Earth orbit quietly. No weapons, no warships escorting them, just 3 vessels designed for communication. 1 contained scientists, 1 contained cultural archives of humanity, and the third carried Ambassador Alea Navarro. Her mission was simple and terrifying: speak for the entire human species. When the ships entered interstellar space, millions watched the live broadcast. For the first time in history, humanity was traveling to meet another civilization, not to conquer, not to defend, but to talk. Interstellar travel still took time, years, even with advanced drives. During that journey, Ambassador Navarro prepared constantly. She studied alien communication theory, psychology, linguistics, diplomacy across cultures. But one problem remained. No one knew what the aliens were like. Were they biological? Mechanical? Did they experience emotion? Did they understand concepts like trust? Every scenario had to be considered, because the smallest misunderstanding could lead to catastrophe. A wrong word, a wrong symbol, even a gesture. In space diplomacy, mistakes could start wars. After 6 years of travel, the fleet arrived. The alien star system was beautiful: a golden sun, 7 planets, and orbiting the 3rd planet, a structure, massive, artificial. It wasn't a planet. It wasn't a station. It was something far larger, a ring of cities surrounding the world and waiting near the structure. A fleet, silent, watching. The alien ships did not attack. They didn't approach either. They simply waited. As if inviting humanity to make the first move. Ambassador Navarro took a deep breath. Then she transmitted humanity's first greeting. The reply arrived almost instantly. Their language was strange, not spoken, not written. It appeared as complex patterns of light, color, movement, mathematical rhythm. Human AI systems worked overtime translating it. Finally, meaning began to form. The alien message said, "You arrived peacefully." This is noted. Another pause. Then another message. "Why does your species expand so quickly?" It was a fair question. Humanity had spread across dozens of star systems in just a century. Ambassador Navarro answered, "Honestly, because survival taught us to move forward." Silence filled the communication channel. Minutes passed. Then the aliens responded again. "We expanded slowly. Your speed concerns us." This was the heart of the problem. Two civilizations, two completely different philosophies. The aliens valued stability, careful growth, perfect balance. Humanity valued exploration, risk, relentless progress. To them, humans looked chaotic, unpredictable, potentially dangerous, and yet, we had still chosen diplomacy. That fact mattered. Slowly, the conversation continued. Questions were asked, history was exchanged, stories were shared. For the first time in the history of two civilizations, understanding began. Then something unexpected happened. The aliens revealed the truth. They had been watching humanity for decades, listening to our radio signals, studying our broadcasts, our wars, our music, our art, and they had reached a conclusion. Your species fights, yet seeks peace. That contradiction fascinated them, because their own civilization had eliminated conflict long ago. To them, humanity was both terrifying and inspiring, capable of destruction, yet capable of compassion. Ambassador Navarro gave the most important answer of the mission. "Yes," she said, "we are dangerous, but we are also learning." After weeks of discussion, a proposal emerged. Not an alliance, not a merger, something far simpler, a boundary. The alien civilization would maintain control of their region of space. Humanity would expand in another direction. Between them, a shared zone, a neutral space for trade, communication, and diplomacy, a bridge between civilizations. When the agreement was finalized, both sides transmitted the same signal, a symbol to stars connected by a single line. The first Interstellar Treaty, signed under Starlight. Stories like this matter for a reason, because when people imagine first contact, they imagine war, alien invasions, laser battles, but reality might be something very different. It might be cautious, uncertain, fragile. Diplomacy is harder than war. War is simple, attack or defend. Diplomacy requires patience, understanding, listening, and sometimes trusting a stranger from another world. So next time you look up at the stars, think about this. Somewhere out there might be another civilization, watching, listening, wondering the same question: are humans friends or future enemies? The answer might depend on something simple: whether we choose conflict or diplomacy under the endless light of the stars.
If you enjoyed the story, to make sure subscribe to Stars of Terra, leave a comment below and tell me if you want more epic HFY stories about humanity and alien civilization and the mysteries of the universe. Check out the next video on the screen. Until next time, keep looking up at the stars.